Hi, this is Paul Gerst from the Balanced Path Wellness Center, and welcome to another edition of On Your Natural Health. Today I wanted to talk about a couple overlapping issues. The broad issue is politics. I know that just made me cringe. I can't imagine what it made you do. But politics and health, but the subtopic here is right to die. Having some personal feelings around this, so I decided to talk about it today. It's not like I've never had other people in my who have been in my life or close to me die before, but it's interesting how when the closeness of that person is such, and the awareness about their lack of decision making and power and around the choices regarding their life are gone, just not there. And I was thinking about it from the standpoint of, imagine if you could see footage, video of the end of your life, and is it going to be like the kind of way that you'd want to go out? And I don't just mean the last moments, I mean the last weeks, months, years, whatever that is. I think any of us, pretty much any of you, watching this will probably have some kind of awareness as somebody who was in a less than desirable situation, and we kind of tell ourselves, if assuming that we had anything to do with that decision, that I didn't have a choice. It's the best we could do, and this is just what people do. And whether it's assisted living or nursing homes or hospice or whatever it is. And it's all. This isn't about judging any of those decisions. It's really about maybe how do we affect legislation that opens things up and allows us to go out on our own terms. And I know that that's idealistic in certain respects, in the sense that some of us will die by in a car accident or some just things that are outside of our control. And of course this is about not about that. It's about when things maybe should be in our control, and having some say about that, like we do with a will or that kind of thing. And it's pretty much anybody I've had this conversation with, I feel like we're on the same side. And all you have to do when we're looking into politics is who lobbies against something that makes sense. And in other words, where's the money? Who's making the money off these people staying alive? And it's pharmaceutical companies. It's companies that own the nursing homes. That the ones making gobs of money off this and siphoning off people's retirement accounts and that kind of thing. I wish I had a great idea. I wish I had a foundation or something to go out and pummel them in lobbying arenas and get the politicians to do right by the rest of us. But I guess other than asking you to contact your representatives and either tell your story if you have one, or give your opinion, that kind of thing. This isn't going to help the people that I'm concerned about right now, but maybe it'll help some of us or our kids, or that kind of thing. I'd like to see that happen. In fact, if you have any opinions about this, regardless of whether they agree with mine or they're contrary, I'd like to hear them. You can email me at thebalancedpath@gmail.com, and share your feelings about it with me, and because it's not an easy issue, and I think it's good for us to be able to discuss things with as little emotion as possible, but not disregarding emotion. I think it's one thing to speak from an emotional place, to speak the more emotional we are, the less logic or reason we tend to use. However, we can talk about the emotions around that. So in other words, if we process our own emotions, if we are aware of that, if we're in touch with them, we can discuss without being defensive or overly defensive. So like I said, if you can communicate with me in that regard, I'd love to hear from you. And this has been Paul Gerst from the Balanced Path Wellness Center with another episode of On Your Natural Health. Thanks for listening.